All right, we are recording and we are live. Thanks, guys, so much for being here. This is what day is it? Wednesday, July 17th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's our pleasure and privilege to bring to you the opportunity call for iGalen tonight. And hey, Melinda Wynn. So, anyways, yeah, we do this. Sherry and I typically every Wednesday. It's our night of the week that we get to bring this to you guys, and we always look forward to it. And tonight's no exception. So I'm going to jump right into it. We're going to talk like the way the call is going to go. It's going to give a little quick introduction about how who we are, how we found this, and then Sherry's going to go ahead and discuss the wonderful technologies that we have and what got us all excited. And then I'll finish up a little bit about the business side of things. And if anyone wants to jump on and give a quick testimonial when that time comes, you're welcome to do so. So anyways, like I said, my name is Derek Lazier. This is my wife, Sherry, my better half. And so we're both registered nurses in our former lives. That's what we've done with our careers. And then I was able to go full-time into network marketing about 7 years ago, a little over 7 years ago. And during that journey, I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Austin Zuloff, who's on the call tonight. And we were, Austin, he's always been just a consummate professional. He's been a #1 income earner in 3 separate companies. Him and I became fast friends because he has a heart of gold. And we were having a conversation at the very beginning of 2019. And when we were having that conversation just about business in general, kind of hinted to me that he was taking a look at something and that I may want to take a look at it with him. And that's when we started discussing iGalen and bringing it to North America from Asia. And when I knew, I didn't even know what the products were yet, but I know I trust Austin's judgment. Obviously, he's earned that for one thing. The second thing I knew is if I have an opportunity to team up with someone in the first year of launching a company into a new continent, especially someone like Austin Zuloff with his track record, I was super excited just about those sorts of things. And then we learned about the technologies and the products that we have here. And before I knew it, I didn't know what I was more excited about. All the money that we can make here, if you're willing to work, or the actual products that, especially as nurses, that we get to bring to society because we know how sick society is. And we also know the science behind these technologies. It's not snake oil. It's not anything like that. This is something with documented, peer-reviewed evidence that we can actually bring to people and present to them with confidence. And not only that, we know that it will help them. So anyways, I'm going to let Sherry go and take over and talk about these products a little bit, and I'll come back and finish up with the business side of things.
Sweet. So our first product is called Genesee. Comes in a handy box like this, and we actually have like little packets in there, so they're handy dandy for travel as well. This product is patent pending, and it's exclusive to iGalen. Nobody else has it. Nobody else will ever have it because we have patent pending. So what Genesee is, it's an all-natural blue-green algae product, and it's not just any blue-green algae. It's called AFA, and it's
Aphanizomenon flos aqua.
Thank God for him, because I can't say that word. But it's one type of algae that is found in one place in the entire world, Klamath Lake, Oregon. So that's where they harvest it, and it's a perfect environment for this algae to grow. And this particular algae has been studied like for 23 years. So this isn't some fluff product that a network marketing company started just to start a network marketing company. It's actually science-based, which was really important to us as nurses. And this product is full of vitamins, minerals, amino acids, essential fatty acids. And the coolest thing about the product is within 30 minutes of drinking it, so you mix it up in like water, within 30 minutes, it helps your body produce 2 million new stem cells from your own bone marrow.
That's amazing.
I don't know if you guys know what a stem cell is. Go ahead and Google it. People pay thousands and thousands of dollars for stem cells, being injected into their bodies. But this actually helps your own body produce 2 million stem cells within 30 minutes and up to 15 million stem cells like all day after drinking it. They say within 2 hours. But the health benefits of that is just unbelievable. Like it's.
And let me throw in this too. So
Yeah.
real quick math, if you take it every day, that's up to 100 million new stem cells that your body is producing and distributing throughout your body.
Right. And your body uses stem cells for everything. So it's going to help you with aging. It's anti-aging. It helps heal. It helps regenerate. It supports your digestive system. It helps increase your healthy gut or healthy bacteria in your gut. Leaky gut syndrome and your gut health determines a lot of how you feel and you know, energy levels and all that stuff. It actually helps lower cholesterol. It's proven to do so. It helps normalize inflammation in the body. It increases your energy. I mean, the list, I could go on for probably half hour of as to what it does, but I'm not going to do that. But another cool thing about the product is it actually helps stimulate the migration of natural killer cells. And being a nurse, I know what that is. You guys probably don't. But a natural killer cell is a type of white blood cell. It's a type of lymphocyte. And it goes after those bad things in your body that don't belong there, like viruses, bacteria, carcinogens, heavy metals, pesticides, molecule, like stuff that doesn't belong in your body. It helps clean them up, kind of like a little vacuum cleaner. So having those in your body, having more of those in your body is a really good thing. And that's why it helps immunity, drinking this stuff. So, and it helps protect us against heavy metal toxicity, pesticides, which are everywhere in the entire world now. And AFA is actually known as the molecule of joy too. PEA, yeah, PEA, that's what I meant. PEA, molecule of joy. So our product also, it contains phycocyanin, and PEA. And the PEA helps you feel happy and joyful, and that's proven to help depression and even ADHD drinking this product. So.
And your body naturally produces PEA, it's phenylethylamine. When like you're excited, like, you know, you're going to get married or you're going to go on a vacation or you're just, you know, falling in love with someone for the first time, that, you know, the butterflies in your stomach, you can't sleep, you're all excited. That's because of an abundance of PEA in your body that you naturally produce. And this is an exogenous source that is absorbable.
And it helps. It's got a 98% absorption rate too. They did studies on how well it's absorbed in the body. If you go into GNC, you might be able to find a PEA supplement, but I guarantee it's not going to be absorbed because it has to be like
not at 98%. That's
perfect
for sure.
Environment. So that is Genesee. Anything else to add?
The only thing I want to add to that is we could build $1 billion company with just this product. We don't even need anything else. No one else has anything like it. The stem cells alone, it's just like, you know, drop the mic, you're you know, go build your company.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. We have something else that I think she's even more excited about this one.
This is my favorite. I mean, I love Genesee, don't get me wrong, but Uncarb is actually a bottle, comes in little capsules. You can open them. If you cannot swallow capsules, you can open them and sprinkle them on whatever. But what Uncarb is our world's first carbohydrate optimizer. And it's a blood sugar manager, which in turn, both of those things help you manage your weight. So we call it a weight management system as well. It is not a carbohydrate blocker. There's lots of people out there that sell carbohydrate blockers. It is not a blocker. What it does is it's optimizing. So it's helping your body use the carbs that you're eating more efficiently. It's stopping insulin spikes by stopping blood sugar spikes. As a nurse, I know that when your insulin spikes, that is what is causing hunger, cravings, energy crashes. How many people eat lunch and crash a half hour later? Well, that's because your insulin spiked. So this helps with increasing your energy throughout the day. You kind of just chill throughout the whole day, and you don't have those crappy crashes after eating, which I'm so glad I don't have those anymore, because every time after eating I would get tired. So this little wonderful pill helps with inflammation. So the blood sugar spikes and the insulin spikes and the carbohydrates that we're eating too many processed, refined carbs, and it's actually making us toxic. And it's causing us to be chronically inflamed. And so an inflammation, we know, leads to all disease, including anybody out there that has chronic pain, or any sort of chronic disease. Like, I mean, we're never going to say that this will cure or treat any disease. Believe me, I have to throw in that disclaimer. But if you have anything like lupus or, diabetes,
acid reflux.
Yeah, acid reflux, just things like Dr. Rajan, who is our CEO, he says that 100% of disease is caused by inflammation. So if we can get rid of inflammation, we can really help a lot of people, especially with pain. So.
Yeah, beautiful. So that's our.
And I wanted to show you guys this. This is our trial. We actually sell trial packets now too. So 7-day trial. It comes with 7 packets of the Genesee and a 7-day supply of the uncarbed. We usually sell these for $40 for the week, and just so people can try it out before shelling out the whole $160 a month or whatever. So.
Yep, for sure. And I'm going to open it up for see if anyone wants to give a testimonial here in just a moment for what it's done for them. But before we do that, we are here to talk about a business. So let me just real quick cover that. So for anyone watching this that's looking at this they're not making all the money they could stand to be making, and they're looking to make some income from home, I can't think of a better thing to share or a better way to do it than here with iGalen, with these technologies that we have. So there's a few ways you can get started. There's actually 5 as far as an initial monetary investment to get you up and running in business legally. It's as low as $80 for the bottom end. It's around $1,000 for the top end, and there's 3 levels in between, pretty equidistant apart. So, you get in where you're comfortable getting in, but there's a few advantages to coming in at the highest level that you can that's worth mentioning. The first thing is obviously the higher level that you come in at, the more product that you get initially. And you're going to want some on hand. I mean, if you're, starting a restaurant, you're going to want some food back in the kitchen, right? I mean, if you're starting, a company like this, you're going to want some product on hand, especially this, because once people try it, you're either going to have a customer or a distributor 9 times out of 10 because they fall in love with it, even a week supply. Mm-hmm. It's not like you're selling a multivitamin where we're telling people, oh, this is beautiful. You need to take it because you need it. And they're like, well, maybe, I feel okay after a month. I guess my body needs it, but, insurances do. It's not a priority. But they try this for a week and they're like, wow. This is impactful, and they want to keep doing it. So you're going to want more product on hand. Second thing is the deeper discount you actually get yourself on the product. So it's going to range anywhere from like $50 for a month supply of either one, all the way up to $80 for a month supply of one. And that price is determined only by not what you do in the business, but by which level you come in at. So you're going to want to have a better discount yourself. And lastly, the more money you can make. That's the third advantage. So there's 6 different ways that we earn income here at iGalen. Within the compensation plan, they have 6 different ways. And the higher that you come in at, the more of those ways that you can access right away, and the higher percentage you earn within each of those ways. So it just makes sense to come in, as best you can without making yourself too uncomfortable. But let's see, what else can I say about the comp plan?
We love customers too. So
yeah.
If you don't even want to build a business, that's okay. We love customers just as much.
Yeah, right. Not everyone wants to do it as a business. I presume if you're on this call, you probably do. But not everyone does. If you just want to be a customer, that's awesome too. Because that's ultimately our mission, is to get this in the hands of as many people as possible. But yes, they pay us very well to do it, and they'll pay you very well to do it as well. To roll your sleeves and get to work. So anyway, that's a little bit about the comp plan. And by the way, I recorded, I think it's a 20-minute video just on the comp plan, to where I go through all 6 ways specifically, tell all the percentages, what they are, how they work, and how you can, best take advantage of each of those 6 ways. So if you want to watch that, we'll be happy to send that to you. But anyways, does anyone want to give a testimonial about what either or both of the products have done for you or your loved one or whatever before we finish up here? You can unmute yourself if you like to. If you don't know how to unmute yourself, just...
Yeah, hey, can you hear me okay?
I can. What's up, Austin?
All right, cool. So, yeah, this is Austin from Kentucky. And so whenever I tried the Genesee, initially I had great results, but my mom is really the one that saw the life-changing, results. So my mom has been, she's got all sorts of things wrong with her as far as different symptoms that have been plaguing her to the point where she's had debilitating pain for I don't even know how long. I mean, over a decade, to where she's been so medicated that all she really does is sleep. And she, I'm not going to name any diseases or illnesses or anything like that, but she was in so much pain that I couldn't even give her a hug sometimes. And so I'm very happy to say that ever since the very first day that she's been using the Genesee, she hasn't had to have one single Oxycontin or Valium. She hasn't had one of either, which she had been taking both every day for over 8 years just to be able to cope with the pain so she could live. And she's off 5 medications, including a blood pressure medication she's been on for the past 2 decades. And her doctors are blown away at her blood work. And the only thing she's been doing differently is using these 2 biotechnologies. And whenever I made the decision to come get involved in this company, my mom, she says that God led me to this company to save her life. And so it's definitely changed my life, her life, and our family's life. And by the way, my son is 8 years old, and it's helped him dramatically with his allergies and asthma. He hasn't had to have his breathing treatment once since he started using the Genesee every morning.
That's amazing.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I know your mom, pretty well too, but your son, I remember prior to this, his attacks and so forth. So, but I didn't know that it was having that impact on him. That's awesome.
You need to tell me about dad.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you about my dad real quick, because this is new. It also hit me close to home too. Like, so my dad, he's 78 and he's had glaucoma. Okay, cool. Well, I'll unmute you in just 1 second. And so he's 78 and he's had glaucoma and he takes these eye drops for it. And so anyways,
for 12 years he's been taking these eye drops.
For 12 years. So anyway, so he started Genesee, or both of them for that matter, but about 3 months ago, something like that. And last time I was home and where I live near Pittsburgh, about 2 weeks ago, he says, you know what? He says, I don't need my eye drops anymore. I went to my ophthalmologist and he looked at my eyes just for my regular checkup. He's like, hey, your pressure's good. He's like, you don't even need this medicine anymore. And he looked at his, in his eyes to see his optic nerve. And he said, they've repaired themselves. He said, I've never seen this, especially in someone that's 78 years old that's been on this medicine that he was meant to take until he died, because it was just a way to not heal it, but to, deal with it. Right. Yeah. Stop the progression. And he doesn't even need it anymore. So, and he was, as many people probably know, family members are, typically you're most skeptical. A prophet is never accepted in his own home, that old kind of thing. Well, luckily he tried it and he's very grateful he did. That just blew me away. And one last thing about me, because Austin mentioned about blood pressure, mine was in the 150s over 90s. The last 2 times I've been to the doctor, and last time he says, you're going to have to go on medicine. You can't, I'm only 47, relatively good health, but just high blood pressure. He said, you can't walk around like that. And now it's 120s over 70s. Yeah. And I haven't changed anything else about my lifestyle. So if it did nothing else for me than that, you know, it would be certainly worth it a lot more than take a blood pressure medicine every month. So, Christina, let me unmute you.
Christina.
What is it?
Christina.
Christina.
Yes.
I didn't know if that G was silent.
No, but he doesn't have his glasses on, remember?
I called Jeremy. Right.
Hey, that's okay. I just wanted to share. I'm really new to iGalen, and I've just been trying the product since Monday night. A friend of mine says, I'll send you some samples. I said, do it now because I need to try this. So she sent them to me, and Monday I started in the evening. I said, can I take them now? She said, sure, go right ahead. I'm like, okay. So I started with both the Genesee and the Uncarb. And this morning I thought, well, that day I said, well, I'm going to go in and I'm going to take my weight and I'm going to snap a picture of it and look, you know, and then today I went in and snapped another picture. Not only did I go from 274 to 271 from Monday evening to this morning, but I also noticed that all the swelling in my ankles has dramatically decreased. Yep. And some products say, well, your body will detox. No, this detoxes your body. Because by yesterday afternoon, I was feeling the detox, which is not horrible, but it was just, you could just definitely feel that the products were working for you. Right. So I am thoroughly impressed.
Hey, just wait until after a full week. And this is why,
oh my goodness.
This is why the 7-day samples are so amazing. Like so many people have not everybody, because the human body is so intricate, especially if you're like the epitome of health. You're like, you know, I guess I feel a little bit better, maybe, you know, probably. Or some people, even if they are healthy, feel a great impact after a day or two, just energy-wise, being more mentally acute, things like that. There's so many variables. That's why we can never say, hey, in 3.6 days, you're going to feel this, and you're going to love it. Like, you can't do that. But that's awesome. I'm so happy that you tried it, and can't wait to hear what happens in like a week, a month, 3 months from now.
Exactly.
You're going to have a powerful testimonial. So thank you so much for sharing with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, very welcome. All right.
Well, probably
we're at 9:24, so thank you guys so much for being on.
Thank you guys. If you guys are going to join, I want to be the first to welcome you to iGalen and Team Limitless. And hopefully we'll see you on a future call. Talk to
you guys later. Have a good night. Thanks.
Bye.